The legal pages might include pages such as disclaimer, privacy, terms, and copyright. Now, there are a bunch of different templates on the net available for those purposes, and you can sure find a lot of this by simply googling template for disclaimer or template for copyrights, etc. However, I'm gonna solve this by using a simple plugin that is available for free in WordPress. The name of this plugin is WP Insert. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hover over plugins and click on add new. Inside here I'm gonna search for this plugin, so I'm gonna just type in WP Insert and hit enter. Alright, so here is the plugin I was talking about. You can see that the plugin has a 4.5 of 5 stars, which means that it should be a really good plugin. Over 30,000 active installs. It was updated 3 weeks ago. It is compatible with our version of WordPress. So it basically has all the attributes that we like to see when it comes to a good plugin in WordPress. So I'm gonna just go ahead and click on install now and wait for the installation to finish. Alright, so the installation is done, and as always you need to click on activate plugin in order to make it available on your site. So the first thing we're gonna do is to hover over WP Insert here on the left navbar. As you can see, this plugin adds an own section here in the main navbar, and not all plugins do this. So sometimes you'll need to spend a few minutes browsing around those sections and find the plugin you just installed. Anyway, let's click on the WP Insert and see how it looks like. Alright, you can see that you can do other things with this plugin as well. You can, for example, install something called Add Widgets, which will show ads inside the widget enabled areas, which is pretty cool. You can also use tracking codes for Google Analytics and other embedded codes. You can add in-post ads, which means that the ads will be shown within the post content, for example like AdSense, which is highly popular. There is also an ability to add in-theme ads, which means that ads embedded directly inside theme files, but it states that this is for advanced users only, and honestly I have not tried it either. There is also something called multiple ad networks A/B testing. This is also out of scope of this lecture, so I'm gonna not just discuss it further. But the one we are looking for is the legal pages. So you can see that it states legal page templates to kickstart your legal notice. Now, before we start to configure those pages, we need to create the specific pages that we will be using on our site, or empty templates. So I'm gonna just go ahead over to pages and click on add new. Here I'm gonna just type in disclaimer and click on save draft. Next I'm gonna click on add new again and then create the template for privacy. Those are just empty pages, so basically they are not doing anything yet on the site, but we are going just to add the content or the text from the WP Insert templates into those pages. You will soon see how it looks like. Let's just continue to create the other two pages, which are the terms, and the last one is copyright. So let's create the last one as well. And this is the copyright that we are going to use for the WP Insert plugin. Copyright, click on Save Draft. Alright, So we have created the pages needed for the plugin, and we are going back to WP Insert. And the first one we are gonna click on is the one named Disclaimer. So it will load up another window, and here you can see that the text is already generated. So basically what we need to do is to assign a page to this text. One more thing, you can see that there is a variable. Variable is basically something in computer language where we are storing data. So basically where it states site name, this will be replaced by the name of your site, so don't worry about this. So you can just click on assign pages and then choose the... Alright, so obviously you actually need to click on publish those pages. This was not necessary in the older versions of these plugins. I'm gonna just go back and change all those pages to published before you use them, and you can just sit and relax and take a coffee or something. See you next. So I have published the pages, and now they should appear in the assign a page. Scroll down. So if I click in this box, you will see that the pages are actually available. So I've misspelled the disclaimer, but anyway, I'm gonna just pick it and click on update. Alright, so next we have the copyright, and I'm gonna choose that one as well. You can see that here it is going to insert the name of your site. So you're gonna click assign pages, click on copyright and click on update. Next we are gonna click on privacy policy, and here there is a link to the one specific page of the WP Insert plugin. So I'm gonna just leave it as it is, and you can also see that there is a plugin to google.com privacy ads, and also the one that was available in the previous pages we generated, which is the site, your site name. Alright, so just click on assign pages and then click on privacy. Click on update, and the last one is the terms. So I'm gonna choose that one as well. This is basically how you create legal pages for your site. Now, if you want to see how they look like, you can just go to all pages and then click on view, and here is the text generated. Looks pretty cool, saves you a lot of time. Now, I'm sure that if you have been following along this course, you have probably paid attention to the copying dangers. And in this case, as this plugin has been installed by thousands of different users, and probably most of them have used the legal pages, the text you see on your page is going to be, or your page, legal pages is going to be available on the other sites as well. So how do we prevent that? Well, as with everything else in WordPress, there is a plugin that will help us solve this. So I'm gonna show you how to do this in the next lecture, where we are going to set those pages to no index, which basically means that the search engine spiders should not index those pages, thus not penalizing us. Alright, so that was it for this lecture. See you next.